Hey everyone. So this is Harsh, and in today's video, I'm going to show you how you can basically create content with the help of AI, right? So this is very important because in this video, I'm going to walk you through the agent that I've created to create a content outline and the final content for your B2B business or any sort of a website that you are right now running, right? And the quality of the content is top notch. I'll be also showing you the exact content that we have created using this particular agent that right now you are seeing on your screen. So stay tuned for that. But again, what this particular agent does is that actually it do some deep research on the topic that has been given to this agent, and based on that it will also basically generate a blog images or the product pages images, and then after that, after combining all of that, it will basically take that research and the blog images and then basically create the final content, right? And also one step further, if you what you can do is that basically you can schedule this particular content on your website. If you are using WordPress or Webflow or any sort of a CMS system, it can basically integrate into that very easily, right? So if you guys are excited about this, just watch this entire video, because in the end of the video I will also tell you that how you can basically access to this particular workflow, right? So yeah, stay tuned for this. So basically, first of all, let's see the results that we have in terms of content and everything. So basically, this is the entire content. So as you can see, it has been well structured. So if you can see, this is the introduction, then why part of the content, then what exactly we need to look for in the best AI productivity tools, for example, and then we have a list of top 10 AI based AI tools for productivity. Right now, again, this is the basic content, but you can go one step further. Not sorry, like the structure is like really basic, but again, let's say if you want to post it on WordPress blog, and if you want to generate the HTML design of this content, you can add one more agent that can basically design this entire content for you and then directly post that HTML snippet on your WordPress website, right? So again, this is the very comprehensive, detailed research content that is like created to rank on Google and AI search as well, right? So again, the whatever content this particular tool is generating is uh, will will be easily be able to rank on AI, like on Chat GPT or Perplexity and Google as well, right? So again, you don't need to worry about it. Of course, what you can do is that once AI is generate the content, you have to basically go and then see if there are any incorrection in the data, or if there are any incorrect punctuation or the tone or the wording that you don't want, that you don't want in your content, right? So of course, for that you can basically edit the content and then basically finalize the you can basically do the proofreading of that. But again, in my experience you don't need to do that, because this is the most comprehensive, factually correct content that you will get out of this agent, right? So now let's go through one by one each node, so that you can understand how you, if you want to create it by yourself, how you can do that, right? So basically, this is the first thing. Again, this is very long workflow. Don't worry, and so basically do not think that okay, this is very complex and you cannot create it. Again, what we will do is that we will basically go step by step, and I'll be explaining you a step by step approach on like how to create it, right? So as you can see, the first step in the process is like the deep research, right? So now, for that, we're actually giving the topic from the Google sheet, where let's say these are the topics, these are the keywords, and this is the language in which we want our content to be, right? And then let's say, for example, this is the action item. So like whenever someone click on this and select the generate content, the workflow will be triggered, right? And then all of this data like topic, keyword, language, and all of this data will be go into that webhook, right? And once that webhook is like passing the data, it will then pass this data to all of this entire agent, which will do the research then, right? So basically, let me show you some of the executions that we have done so that you can understand it really really well. So as you can see, yeah, there are some errors as well that we have resolved now. So yeah, so again, this is one of the work execution that we did. So now let's look at that. So for example, this is the data that has been passed to this particular webhook from the Google Sheet, where like the topic is top AI tools for sales. This is the keyword. Language action is like generate content, right? Generate image, like do you want to generate image? We have selected yes. Do you want to generate in blog images? Yes. Quality, what should be the quality? It's high. What should be the image dimension for that? 3 by 2. Cluster is this, category is this, right? So now once we have all of this data, we will pass this data to this particular research agent, which will then basically so this is the prompt to create, to do the research, right? So this is very very extensive, by the way. Like what I can do is that with this particular workflow, I'll also give you one document where I'll be storing all the prompt, right? So you will have access to all the prompts that I'm using in this particular workflow. So this is the workflow where this is the prompt where we are saying that okay, these are the research objective and this is the discovery process. Right now for that, there are like different sub agents that will do the work, right? So basically what we are asking is that use all available research tool systematically and analyze at least 5 to 7 top ranking competitors, identify both explicit search intent and implicit user needs. Then let me put my yeah. Then determine optimal content structure and section needed. Provide a complete content brief that guides the writer, right? So this is the exact prompt that I'm using as a user prompt, and there's a system prompt as well, where like we have a guideline of like which particular sub agent to use for which particular purpose, right? So if you can see, this is the phase one, which is intent discovery and landscape mapping. And here we are saying that okay, it should be maximum like 4 to 6 tool calls, and for that you can basically one by one you can do the tool call, right? Which is like firecrawl, scraper, perplexity, and all of that. So again, I'll let me also walk you through which tools we are using over here. So if you can see, there are like four particular tools: OpenAI, Scraper, then Firecrawl, and the Perplexity. Right. Again, now the cost of using this APIs is very very less. Again, like once you let's say recharge with $5 for all of this, it can basically generate up to 30 40 pieces of content, right? Which is like basically very very cheap and affordable as well. So as you can see, we are actually using Firecrawl API over here. And again, one thing in Firecrawl, basically, I have a coupon code which I'll be linking to the description box below. You can use that and you can get 80,000 credits for free, which you can use for any purpose that you want, right? So again, check out the description box below to get 80,000 credits in Firecrawl, right? So now that's that. Then Surf Scraper again, just go sign up and grab the API, add the $5 into that, and yeah, you will be good to go. And now again, once you get this entire workflow, you just need to basically configure your API key, your credentials everywhere wherever it is required, like in these tools and also in this tools as well for image generation. Also I'll be come on that as well. So yeah, for Perplexity you can just go and sign up for that, and you can grab the free API key, just add let's say $5 over that as well, and then it will be more than sufficient. So now once we have our research, so it will be look something like this. This is going to be the outline of the content, right? Of the topic that we have given to this particular agent. So this is going to be the very very extensive outline, very detailed, which then we will use for creating a content. So now once we get this outline, what we do is that basically we go to blog image generation agent, and then we see if in blog image exist. If and then if in blog image is true, basically then this will go further, set all the fields for that topic, research data, and all of that, image dimension and keywords. And based on that, the next step is like we are creating the image prompt for our image agent to generate the image, right? So basically this is the prompt to create a prompt basically. So as you can see, there are like we asked to create four different prompts to create four different images for the blog post, right? And these are the four different prompts for that. As you can see, design, aesthetic, and all of that. So yeah. So again, these are the prompts, and then once the prompts are created, what we do is that we actually split that into four different items, and then we send all of those four items into key.ai API, where like we are using ChatGPT image gen one model, right? So again, for this, go to key.ai, sign up with your email ID and password, and then just add $5 to $10 of credits, and that will be more than sufficient to create at least 200 to 300 very very high quality images. And let me also show you the quality of images as well. So yeah, where is it? Yep. Okay. Oh, I think so. Now once we send the request to generate image, I'll show you that as well, image as well. So once we create a request to generate image, basically this will wait until the images are created, right? So it will basically check if images are created or not. Unless the images are created, this particular workflow will not proceed further, right? So that's the kind of mechanism that we are using, because we want to make sure that once the images are generated, we will take those images and we will basically add those images into our Google Sheet, so that we can later on use that when we publish our blog, right? So once the images are created, we basically separate those images, and then we'll add those images into the Google Sheet, right? And we do separation using the custom code, which you can use ChatGPT to create, right? So now let me show you the images actually. So yeah, let me show you that. Oh, oh yeah. So now as you can see, images are downloaded, and then if I can show you the image, so this is the kind of image that you will get. And again, this is a really really high quality image, in my opinion, because let's say if you just use any sort of a generic prompt, you will not get this kind of images. And this is the image that you can directly use in your blogs, right? Because this actually explains what exactly the blog is about, right? Which AI tool fits your sales team, and then there's a table comparing all of that by the segment as well. So yeah, this is a really really good high quality image that you can use. And then now once the images are created, basically then we will add all of those images into this particular column called in blog images. And let's say whenever like we publish this particular blog, we come here, we download each and every image, and then we can add those images into our blog, right, directly. So that way we are also saving time in creating images, right? So now once the images are once the images are created, basically the next step is basically for us is to create content and the meta title and the description of the content, right? So basically this is the writer agent that actually creates the content for us. And once the content is created, basically then we'll have a meta title and description agent, which will then create a highly accurate and highly convertible, highly clickable meta title and the description, right? So for that, again, I'll give you all the prompts and everything in the Google document, with the along with the access of this workflow, right? So in the end, you will get to know how to access this particular workflow. So yeah, this is the content creation agent. And then in the last, basically we have a blog thumbnail creation blog thumbnail creation agent, which will then create a thumbnail generation prompt, and then we use that prompt in key.ai through ChatGPT image gen one model to create a blog thumbnail, right? And then basically we add that thumbnail into Google Sheet in the column called thumbnail. So now once the entire workflow finish running, basically we will get all of this data like slug, meta title, description, content, and all of that in the Google Sheet. And also the status will be changed from generate content to content generated. So now we know that okay, hey, this content has been generated, and now we have to just do some proofreading and publish it on our CMS platform, right? So that's the entire content generation workflow for you. And now if you have any, so basically before we finish this video, let me just tell you how you can basically access this particular workflow. So for that, just click the link in the description box below, and basically you will come to this community called Revenue Growth Tribe, right? So now once you are on the about page, not this one, when this one. So once you are on the about page, basically you will prompt to you will see the button called join the community. Just pay the lifetime fee of $249, and you will be the part of this community, where we actually promise that you will get your first client in 90 days using our system, our framework, in through cold outbound, right? And then again, we have a classroom section, where we have a different sort of a content. There's a 14 days challenge where you can follow all the day, one by one, and we guarantee you that you will get your first positive response out of that, right? If and also, if you don't get your first client in 9 days, we will refund your full amount without asking any questions whatsoever, right? So now, how to access your workflow once you are inside the community? So basically, just go to blueprints, and you will see the section with content creation workflow, or like something like that. And then from there, basically, you can access the entire workflow along with all the prompts that I've shown you in the video, right? So that's how you can basically access the workflow. And again, with this particular community, it's not just about getting a first client, but also, let's say, in the journey, you have to use a lot of tools, right? Which will then cost you more than like 300 $400. So again, what we have done is that we have created our own internal tool, which we are going to launch on the 1st of Jan. And with that tool, basically, you are going to save hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars, right? Because uh, if you just find similar tools in the market, that will cost you like 300 $400 for some sort of enrichment and the verification, right? But again, with our tool, which you can access for free if you are part of this community, you can basically have a lot of credits that will easily last 6 to 8 months, right? So you don't need to pay any amount or any money to any of the tool out there for the outbound, right? So yeah, that's the added value that you will get. Along with that, you will also get the 2 months of LinkedIn Sales Navigator access with that. So that is again very again invaluable thing that you will get with along with the community. So yeah, so that's all the value that we are giving. And apart from that, once you join the community, you will also have access to me, where I'll be personally guiding you through your outbound campaigns as well. So yeah, that's all on that. So now, if you have any questions on this particular workflow, on the content generation, or if you have any questions in general about automations and outbound, you can drop your comments in the comment box below, and then I'll be happy to create a videos on that in future. So yeah, thank you so much again for watching this video. I'm really grateful for that. So I'll see you in the next video. Till then, bye bye, take care.